Okay, I'll admit it's taken a little while, but I'm finally at the end of my FM21 save with Dortmund. Just got a small matter of the Champions League final. Hello there and welcome to the final episode of my Dortmund save on FM21. Let's go Dortmund. I'm Stubo. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. If you have enjoyed the series up until this point, please leave a like on the video and please consider subscribing to the channel as well for more Football Manager goodness. It will be more FM22 goodness. I will be starting my FM22 save very, very soon. I've got one more video to do on Football Manager 2021. I know I'm a little bit late getting these videos finished. Personal life stuff. But we are here, and it is the Champions League final. This is what we set out to do. We set out to win the Champions League. Originally in 3 seasons, we've got to the final in 2. So we have to count that as better than expected. It is against Liverpool. Yeah. If you've watched my Twitch save with Aston Villa, you'll know that Liverpool are the old enemy over there. They tend to ruin my life. Whether they ruin my life in the final season or not, you'll have to wait and find out in the final video for FM21. That will be coming up very soon as well. But for today, we're not bothering about that. We're bothering about Dortmund. Before we go into the Champions League final, let's just show you how the season has gone. Obviously, I don't have the season review at this point because the season's still ongoing. But if I show you the schedule, we've done very, very well. You can see at the top, bit of a spoiler, we won Bundesliga again 2 years in a row, which is fantastic. And as you can see, we've had a very good season indeed. The last time you guys saw me, I think, was all the way back here, around here. I don't think you guys saw the Juventus game. Or did you see the Juventus game, actually? You might have done. Either way, we beat Juventus. And as you can see, we had a very good run. It took until the first game against Bayern Munich in the league season to actually lose our first game. Didn't do very well in that game. And it was Leon Bailey who scored a relatively late goal against us, which was a bit of a kick in the teeth. But if we click on the match and get the match stats up, you can see that it was actually a fairly split game. We probably should have won. We did go with Godstrat, and as you can see, Matthias Cunha, who's no longer at the club, he actually got recalled because we weren't using him, which was a bit frustrating because actually he did a good job for us. But in this game, he frustrated the living daylights out of me. An absolute... I was going to swear then. Do you know what? I am going to swear, and I'll just edit it. An absolute show from Matthias Cunha. And this was because Erling Haaland was injured during this period, so we had to play him. He had some good games, but this game he just was absolutely awful. So we missed that cutting edge here. But we actually did okay without Erling Haaland. Like, we still were getting results. Goals were coming from everywhere else. I mean, this game... I mean, that was a friendly, actually, so ignore that one. I was going to say, Nicolas Souda got a hat-trick. It was in a friendly. But you can see, Cunha was getting goals, but then the second Erling Haaland came back, he started scoring again. We did lose against Freiburg here as well, which was a bit frustrating. But once Erling Haaland was back, for the most part, we did pretty well. Lost I think that's our final Champions League game, but we'd already qualified at that point, so it didn't really matter. A few friendlies during the first week after the mid-season break, just to get us back up to speed. And as you can see, we just kicked on for the second half of the season, just absolutely plowing through teams. There was a couple of games that were a bit tricky here and there. The 3-3 against Ajax was a little bit hairy because at that point I was thinking, are we going to throw it away? We didn't in the end. It was Erling Haaland with a 93rd minute goal just to confirm we were through. Before that goal, looking at the maths of that, we would have been out. We would have been out of that game. I'd forgotten about that. So Erling Haaland did the business for us in that game. It was a bit tense, but we did get through. But as you can see, Mats Hummels chipping in with the goals. I'll show you Mats Hummels in a minute because he's had a very good season in terms of goals. But again, we got through against Atletico Madrid in the next round of the Champions League. 1-0 we won in the first leg. We actually lost 2-1 in the second leg. But that away goal that we got here was crucial. Keeping Atletico Madrid out in the home leg was absolutely key to getting through. And Erling Haaland saving us with a goal. But they did have a man sent off, so we were kind of putting the pressure on them at that point. We just couldn't get past them, but didn't matter in the end. We got through. That was the main thing. Again, winning all of the games. And we had another 3-3 draw in the Champions League against Porto. They were very difficult to get past, and in the second leg, we just managed to squeeze past with Erling Haaland scoring. And yeah, we won the Bundesliga pretty comfortably, I think, in the end, if I remember. That's not what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. Wasn't comfortable at all, actually. It was by 3 points, but we had a superior goal difference. The head-to-head record, I think we would have beaten them on the head-to-head record. I'm going to go back to that. Did we see second Bayern Munich game? I'm sure we beat them. Yeah, 4-2. We absolutely battered them. With God strats as well, so we did pretty well in this game, as you can see. Pretty split, but we were on top. Pellegrini, Zaniolo, Haaland, all getting goals. In terms of transfers, I'm trying to think. Did I make any transfers in January? Let's have a quick nose. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've actually played the game. Oh, Sandro Tonali. Yeah, brought Sandro Tonali in January because Dahoud just wasn't doing it for me. We did try and move Mahmoud Dahoud on. Just couldn't get him out. There's a couple of players we tried to move on, including Torgan Hazard, the better of the Hazards. But we couldn't get them out, so we've got them in the squad. They've not been playing football. But Sandro Tonali we did bring in, and he's had an alright season. He's not been spectacular. You know how good he can be if you've watched my Aston Villa save on Twitch. Hasn't really done that, but he's a little bit further behind in his development in this save, so he's not done too badly. He's been okay. But he was the only signing that we made in January, significantly cheaper than he was in my Aston Villa save, 30 million instead of 80. But he did pretty well. I was talking about Matt Hummels, wasn't I? If we just go to here, 10 goals in the league from 30 appearances. That's a goal every 3 games. He's a set-piece king. Guerrero, Hummels, goal. Simple. And he scored goals in the Champions League and in the Cups as well. He's been an absolute beast for us. Defensively as well, he's been very, very good. I'm surprised he's still in the 11 at 33. I normally would have binned him off at this point. Nicolas Sula has done pretty well as well. I think this was a very good signing. It shored up the defence even more than it already had. He's chipped in with a few goals too. And we've obviously had Luis Felipe still, who hasn't played as much football as I would have expected him to, but he has come in and done a job every now and then. Wants a new contract. He did say he wanted to leave, but we managed to talk him out of it. There's a couple of grumpy boys in the squad. Grumpy boy number 1 was Ronan Berkey. We relegated him to backup goalkeeper. He wasn't very happy with that. He hasn't been happy with it all season. We've been kind of trying to fight him, but we haven't wanted to let him go. He's asking to leave, but we've kind of just held on because we knew we were going to be playing Unai Simon, who, by the way, has been fantastic. 30 goals, 20 conceded, 13 clean sheets. I don't know whether he actually got the top clean sheet top clean sheet rating in the league. I'll have a look at those stats in a second. But he's one of the grumpy boys. Another one is Nicola Zaniolo. He asked to leave a while ago, and I just kind of refused. Basically, he wants to be a really important player for us. We kind of had to say that in order to sign him. He just didn't show the ability to warrant going in the team ahead of either Rafinha on the right or Pellegrini in the middle. Pellegrini, I'll show you in a minute, he's had a very good season, but it was a bit of a challenge to try and get him in the team at times, and he has played football. As you can see, he scored a few goals, got a few assists, but he's only made 21 appearances in total. I can understand why he's frustrated, but I have had to put the team first, and I would rather hang on to him and have him for his ability when he has a good game than get rid of him. Marco Reus as well, you can see he's not been playing. He's just dropped off after that great first start of the season. First half of the season. Started off like a house on fire. He's not been very good since. I mean, he's a player who's known for being injury prone, and he just hasn't really shown the ability once we've got into the nitty-gritty of the season. Didn't have the ability that we were looking for. So we have actually agreed to sell him at the end of the season. Obviously, not my problem. That's the future manager's problem. But we have agreed to do that. So it'll be a sad day when Marco Reus does leave. Yusuf Makoko, by the way, wouldn't agree a new contract with us, so he signed a pre-contract. He's been awful when we've used him. He's got 6.35 in the Bundesliga. Yes, he's only made 2 appearances. That's the reason why he's only made 2 appearances, because of those really poor ratings. We just gave up on him. At one point, he had 3.5-star potential, which just blew my mind because he's been so poor for us. We know he can be a good player. If you've played Football Manager, you probably used him. You know he can be a good player. I think that's everyone I wanted to show you. Gosens has been pretty good since we brought him in. He got over that injury and he has made some appearances. Probably would have liked to have made more, but he's done okay. Lorenzo Pellegrini. This boy, I've used him earlier in the year before I started doing YouTube or Twitch. And I knew this guy was good, but he has shown up in this first season. 11 assists, 5 goals in 27 appearances for the club. He has been very, very good for us. And it's one of those signings that I kind of made hoping he would be everything I remembered he was when I did my save earlier in the year, and he has been. And if we carried on the save, I've got to be honest with you, once Hummels and Royce would move on to leave, he would end up being captain. I've used him as captain at when I've used Roma earlier in the year, and he was utterly incredible. So definitely a good performance from him. Jude Bellingham's had another great season. Everyone's had a good season. It's been a great season. Let's have a quick nose at the Bundesliga. So, you already saw the table. This is it. We scored the most goals. We kept the most clean sheets. Best goal difference. Best points. Happy, happy days. Erling Haaland, 37 goals in 36 appearances. The man, I don't even think he made 36 appearances, actually. 37 goals in 29 appearances. The man's a freak. He's an absolute menace. He scored so many goals. He got 6 assists as well. 43 goal contributions in 29 games. The man is insane. He also scored 10 goals in 6 appearances in the domestic cups and 10 in 11 in the continental cups as well. He's currently, if we go back to the squad screen, Erling Haaland's, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Erling Haaland's 46 goals. Now, I've actually seen somewhere else it says he scored 47 goals, so I don't really understand why it's only 46. Why is it only 46? Is it not counting the Super Cup? I don't. Yeah, hang on, 37, 38, 39, 40. Yeah, it's not counting the Super Cup. Counting the Super Cup, he scored 47 goals. But it says 46 there, but he's done very, very well. An outrageous season for Erling Haaland. So if we go back to the profile. So, most goals, nearest was 23 with Lewandowski. He was obviously the best player in the league as well. Guerreiro was first on assists with 18 from left back. He is our main set piece taker, so that explains that. Jude Bellingham was next with 13, level with Thomas Muller. Lorenzo Pellegrini wasn't far behind either on 11. I did think he was going to be close on that list. Player of the match, Erling Haaland with 12. Understandable. Unai Simon only with 13. We did actually play Berkey in a few games, so that is the reason for that. So 6 games we played Berkey in. So I don't know how many clean sheets Berkey kept, actually. Let's have a quick nose at that. Roman Berkey, he played only 4. So we played. I'm saying 34 games. It was there 34 games, or am I making that up? It was 34 games. Sorry, I thought I was saying it was 36. So yeah, he played the other 4. And did he concede any goals? I can't remember. Did he concede? Conceded 2. So we wouldn't have got the clean sheet necessarily if Unai Simon was in. We probably would have still conceded a few goals, but overall, my point being, we've done very well this season, and that's season preview, Stu. You don't need to see that. Very good season. I've really enjoyed using this Dortmund team. They have been exceptional, and as you can see, we've broken the Bayern Munich dominance 2 years in a row, which is fantastic. In terms of other competitions, we'll just quickly show you. If we go to the competitions page, we won the Pokal, obviously. And, you know, Erling Haaland scored all of the goals, because of course he does. We beat Bochum in the final, and then obviously you saw at the beginning of the season we won the Super Cup. So, all that's left is the Champions League final. I don't know how this is going to go. They have a very, very good team. You guys know from my Aston Villa save, if you watched it, that Liverpool are the thorn in my side. They're the one team I did not want to have to face in this game, but face them we are, and we're just going to go in and hope for the best. So this is the 11 that's hopefully going to take us to Champions League glory, which is what we set out to do at the beginning of the save. And we set out to do it, remember, in 3 seasons. We've ended up getting to the final in 2. So this is the chance. It's going to be Simon in goal, Pereira, Hummels, Sula and Guerreiro in defence, Tonali, Bellingham and Pellegrini in midfield, with Rafinha and Reina out wide with Erling Haaland up front. Reina is in because Jadon Sancho did pick up a knock. He is kind of fit, but I'm not risking him. And Nicola Zaniolo has been so up and down, I'm not risking starting him. That's the bench. That's the bench that you see. Julian Brandt threw a wobbly a few games ago, so we've actually just took him out completely. We're putting Torgan Hazard in. We haven't used Torgan Hazard. He's scored 1 goal in the league, which, to be honest with you, is very impressive considering how little football is played. But that is the 11. We're playing Tonali instead of Benica because Tonali has, in my opinion, been in slightly better form than Benica in the last few games. Also, I just feel like he might show up in a bigger game. So we're going to give it a go. Let's do this. It is Borussia Dortmund versus Liverpool in the Champions League final. Let's go. Oh boy, every time I come against Liverpool in FN21, I've always kind of looked at them and thought, this could This could be a bit of a problem, but this Borussia Dortmund team have been fantastic. And if there is a team that can take it to Liverpool, it is them. But it's a Liverpool team. I don't even know how they've done in the Premier League. I've not actually had a look. I assume they've done very well because it's Liverpool. We're just hoping we can give them a competitive game. And hopefully we just don't get smashed by them. Well, maybe just maybe this is a step too far. I mean, we've done very well in this save. We've won 2 Bundesligas. Realistically, when I took the save down to 2 seasons instead of 3 or 4, I probably should have reassessed what the target of the save was. And doing a couple of cup doubles is probably one of the things we should have looked at and thought that would be success. I still consider this a very successful save with what we've done. Dortmund are not necessarily expected to win the Bundesliga because of Bayern Munich's dominance. So actually we have done very, very well, but maybe not in this game. Maybe the Champions League this season was a step too far. Maybe we needed another year to bed these players in and add 1 or 2 more world-class superstars in. Salah. It's always Liverpool. It's always Liverpool with me. Liverpool are always the team that just try and ruin my life. And, I mean, we're having chances, but they're all just not on target at the moment. But hopefully Rafinha can get something going here. He's running down the left-hand side, which is not where he normally plays. But he has got a man over. It's Erling Haaland. And Erling Haaland does what Erling Haaland does. It's 1-1 in the Champions League final. Erling Haaland puts us level in the 21st minute. Happy days indeed in the final episode of Let's Go Dortmund. Oh boy, could we actually do it? It's Brenner versus Haaland at the moment. It's a great counter-attacking move. It's kind of what I wanted us to do in this game. We haven't gone with God strats. We're going with our normal tactic, but we've just set it to positive. We've changed 1 or 2 player instructions. At the moment, it's doing what I wanted it to do, and we've gone 2-1 down. Okay, maybe, just maybe that was a glitch in the system. Jordan Henderson is the man with the goal. It's really frustrating because we've set up, we've trained to defend set pieces, and it's really poor from us on the set piece front of things. We've trained them this week. We set everything up before we did the training as well, so it should be fresh in the players' minds. It's very close to being offside, but it's not. That's really frustrating that we've just conceded that way. It's very frustrating indeed. Pellegrini, who's been excellent all season for us, has had a really poor game so far. Oh, and Giovanni Reina nearly costs us with that tackle. He tackles it into the path of Brenner. I'm going to demand more from the boys because we've done so well this season. Sandro Tonali to man Mark Brenner. Do you know what? We are going to do that. Tonali can mark Brenner. And that way the defenders are still in that position trying to do what they can. If we can get a move going now and make it 2-2 before half-time, I don't want to say I fancy our chances, but I think it definitely, we might do it, you know. Erling Haaland's in. Erling Haaland is in. And Erling Haaland had the chance and he didn't take it. Oh, and Tommy Asu's fouled Haaland. No, referee says he hasn't. That is a big moment as well, I think. And I think it's going to be 2-1 at half-time to Liverpool. We need to be better in terms of our conversion rate. That is going to be half-time, I think. I know that the match is still going on, but we've had the 2 minutes. I mean, the referee should be blowing a whistle here. I mean, if we'd have conceded there, I'd have been absolutely fuming is what I would have been. That wasn't an ideal first half. I was saying, I'm not happy with your defensive work. Do better. Do better. Right. What do we do to motivate the boys in the second half? There's a couple of players who aren't having good games. It's Pellegrini and Tonali. I think we changed tactics here a little bit. And we bin off Tonali for Emre Can. And I think Emre Can comes in as a half-back. That's already set up perfectly. And I think we take Pellegrini off. I don't know about Zaniolo. I don't think Zaniolo is the best person. Apparently Munio would be a good option. I don't think. We could bring Benica on. Benica does enjoy big games. He can play as a Mazzala. I mean, his finishing is not that great. His long shots are okay. Do we swap him and Jude Bellingham around, maybe? Jude Bellingham's got better finishing. He's not doing very well in terms of his development at the moment, is he? Maybe we do that. It's a little bit of a tougher midfield. Maybe we put Jude Bellingham on support as a Mazzala. I think we do that as the double change. I think we go with that. And then I don't want to put us onto work ball into the box because we're trying to counter-attack them at the moment. What we are going to do is we're going to distribute to the flanks. We're going to try and catch them on the hop. We're going to push the line. No, we'll push it back a little bit, actually. And then we're also going to put early crosses and pass into space on, which I probably should have done before the game. We're going to go with that. We're going to see what happens. Bringing on Beneke and Chan. We're going to try and be a little bit more defensively stable in the midfield. It's a shame because Pellegrini's had a good season for us. I was hyping him up before the game as just how well he's done. Our set pieces are nowhere near as good as they should be considering how much we've trained them. It's a little bit disappointing. We need to get forward a little bit more though. We need to start pushing them a bit more and having a few more chances. I mean, again, it's not the end of the world if we don't win the Champions League. I know we set up to try and win the Champions League, and that would have been a ridiculous set piece to concede. We will... Oh, God. Can I... Yeah, thank you. We will do that. I'm going to encourage the boys. We haven't had a shot in this second half, I don't think. I'm sure we started with 7 shots, so we need to do something a little bit more. We're going to go expressive, and we're going to go attacking. I said we're going to go attacking. Thank you. Right, it's substitution o'clock. We've got one more substitution left. And Gio Reyna, we're going to bring off for Jadon Sancho. That's the final change, I think. Guerrero's had a really poor game. To be fair, he's had to defend Mo Salah, or attempts to defend Mo Salah. Right, encourage the boys. We've not had a single shot in this second half, and I'm a bit furious about it. We've gone out with a bit of a whimper in this game. At the end of the day, we're playing against a very, very tough team. It's one of those things, I think. It is one of those things. What can we do? What can we do? I'm actually thinking we're going to be a little bit crazy here. We're going to put Guerrero into... I want to put Guerrero into the midfield just to give us a bit more of an attacking edge. But we don't really have anyone who can play as a central midfield on attack. I mean, Bellingham... No, Bellingham can. Right, Bellingham can go there. Put him on attack as well. We're going to put Beneke here as deep line playmaker. Guerrero can be the Mazzala on attack. We just want to get him forward now. And we're going to change some of these guys around a little bit. We've got these guys as fullbacks. Guerrero's getting forward. We just want to get as many bodies forward now. The game's over. We're 2-1 down. We might as well go for it and see if we can just absolutely smash them on the counter. Might as well go out of this game absolutely going for it. We're going to go narrow as well. Let's do it. Corner. Oh, and it's Andy Robertson with the... We've literally defended so poorly from our set pieces. We trained our set pieces all week. And it's the worst I've seen us attack or defend set pieces. It's absolutely the worst. I'm berating the team. We're going to go out with a whimper here. Liverpool win the Champions League. I did say before the game, Liverpool are, without question, my bogey team of FM21. They are so good in this game. And, look, I know I said that the aim was to win the Champions League. I didn't expect us to win a league double. I didn't expect us to win a domestic cup double. I'm trying to think, did we do 2 Super Cups as well? If we did 2 Super Cups, we did the double on that as well. We've won 3 domestic trebles, potentially. I'll have a look at that in a second just to confirm it. Not winning the Champions League is disappointing, but we came up against a very good Liverpool side. Any other team in world football... Alisson doing his little cartwheel. Any other team in world football, and I think we would have had a very good chance at winning this game. Unfortunately, we came up against the one team that I tend to really struggle against. That's a sloppy goal to concede at the end. We still didn't have a shot in the second half as well, so we didn't turn up in the second half at all. Liverpool deserve that. I'm going to say it's unacceptable, and I'm going to really have a go at the defence. Guerrero had such a bad game as well. Maybe Gerson should have started. Maybe we shouldn't have gone with the attacking fullback, but there we go. Look, we got to the Champions League final in Season 2. I wasn't expecting us to do it until a 3rd season, which we weren't able to do, obviously. I think we should be very proud of getting to the Champions League final. Very, very proud indeed. And I am. I am going to very quickly double check, though, the Super Cup last season. Yeah, we did. We won it. So we've won Super Cup 2 seasons in a row. I believe we've won the Pokal 2 seasons in a row. and we've won the Bundesliga. Oh, hang on. Oh, we've won the Bundesliga 2 seasons in a row. Admittedly, this season it wasn't quite the dominance that we had last year. Although there's only 1 game less that we've lost actually, so we're really not far off what we've done. Yeah, we're only 3 points off actually. It's actually Bayern Munich who've closed the gap, so we've actually maintained our level, if not improved it slightly in terms of European competition with our squad depth. So I think, even though we haven't won the Champions League, we have to count it as a success. I've just thought, I didn't wear the suit. That's what it was. That's what's cost us the game. I have a 100% suit record in finals. I didn't wear the suit. That was the problem. Okay, this one's on me. This one's on me. This is my fault, not the players. I forgot to wear the suit. That's the problem. So, I will be wearing the suit for cup finals in the future. I'll make sure that I remember to do that. But that is the end of the Dortmund save. If you've been watching it, I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, please let me know in the comment section. I would like to know what your thoughts are, what your feedback is for future saves. I would very much like to know what you'd like to see from me, if anything else at all. But thank you for the support on the video. If you have been watching it, if you've been liking the videos, I do really appreciate it. I will be starting soon, I don't know exactly when, with an FM22 save on here. Don't know exactly when that will be, but it is coming very, very soon. So, with all of that said, thank you so much for watching this first series on YouTube for me. I've enjoyed making it. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. And I will catch you, not quite in FM22. There's one more video to come from me on FM21. So hopefully I'll catch you guys then. And I'll see you around. Take care. And bye-bye for now.